Negative oil prices, like what does that even mean? But today is a record-setting day. 4/20/2020 is going to go down in history, not because we all got baked together and made money trading, but because oil, US West Texas oil, actually traded negative. I want to show you a chart here from Bloomberg. Check this out. This shows in the last 24 hours, WTI West Texas oil traded in the negative, down to negative $35.20. This is down $53.47 in the last 24 hours. The sell-off today was unprecedented. Look at this chart. This is just today on the 15-minute chart, down over 100%, because at the point where it reached zero here on Awanda, people were no longer even able to trade it. The only people that were able to trade it are bigger traders than people like you and me on the retail side. This thing completely fell off the cliff, way further than it normally falls on an average day. This is normal movement up here. That's normal movement, nothing too crazy each day. But this today, look at that, unbelievable. It really, really is. I want to show you a few other articles here. Market Watch. Why oil prices just crashed into negative territory. What they're basically saying here is that as the coronavirus impacts the entire world, people are traveling less, goods are being shipped less, so that's a big part of it, number one. Number two, low demand is causing the storage facilities to fill up. Russia, this is kind of number three, and Saudi Arabia have not cut production. So production across the entire world has gone up. That's devaluing, it seems like, our futures contracts here in America. Now, on top of that, you have traders who are trading oil, trading futures in oil, that had to get rid of their contracts before close tomorrow, Tuesday the 21st, or they're going to have to take physical delivery of the oil. And like I said, because no one's traveling, right, you have increased supply, storage facilities are limited. It's not unlimited. So these people are saying, I can't take delivery, and that's what caused the price today to fall off the face of the cliff and actually go negative. It's crazy. Some people are tweeting, so if we have negative oil, does that mean the government's going to pay us to put oil in our cars? I don't think it's going to get to that point, but you might see the government step in and tell these producers, especially here in America, to stop, keep your oil in the ground. They might even pay them to do that, to let the price of oil come back to some type of normalcy. But I think you really have to look and say, what are these other countries, other major oil producing countries, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, what are they doing that you would say, it looks like they're not thinking, that they're just continuing to produce and produce and produce even when we're not traveling, when there's no international business going on because of this virus. It's fascinating. It's like, is anyone over there even thinking? Probably. So what do we not know that they know? Why did they drop the price so low? Why is it allowed to even trade at a negative? And now I'm wondering, do we see, do we see Brent oil go lower? If you look today, right now, $25.90. Do we see this now come to zero? Now, remember, West Texas oil is oil pulled out of the ground, out of soil here in America. Brent oil is actually pulled out of the sea. And they think this has a little bit more life left in it, so to speak, so it doesn't come to zero, strictly because this can be pulled out of the ground in the ocean, put through a pipeline, and can actually sit in the pipeline. The oil that comes out of the ground in America has to then be put into a tanker, into some type of a facility to store it. And there, like I said, only so many of them. There's only so many that we can dump this oil into. So you're probably going to see Trump and or the Fed step in some type of way. This is not a good sign, guys. What does this mean when we see this oil chart like this? What does it mean when we see articles that say books will be written about today, 4/20/2020, as the day crude oil goes negative? And again, my question is, who is going to go out of business? Who do they owe money to? And then how is that company or bank or whoever it is that they're tied to, how are they going to impact the rest of us? So what I looked up, another Market Watch article I found, was the banks here in America that are tied closest to the oil industry. And here, a lot of them are in the areas where we pull this West Texas oil out of and store it. Oklahoma and Texas. Look, a couple in Tennessee, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Texas, California, Texas, Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? These banks, if I was a stock trader, I'd be trying to short them probably. Because you got to think, if these oil companies are not able to sell their oil to anyone, if no one's buying, they're eventually going to have so much supply, the government's going to have to step in and save them, or they're going to go out of business, in which case these banks that are overexposed, here, look, energy loan exposure is 108% on this BOK Financial Group. What happens when they can't get their money back for their loans? Do they go under? Does the government step in and save them? Do we just keep printing more dollars? Again, I'm not making any of my videos to say that I know what's coming. That's never my intent. I'm here just showing you guys what the hell is going on because, like I said, 4/20, 2020 is the new day of infamy to me. To see oil go negative and to see Trump be so calm and collective about this, it's fascinating. So for us as traders, what does it mean? I've said this over and over again. This is going to increase volatility for all of us across the whole board, every market right now. People are like literally questioning, what does negative oil prices even mean? The thing that I think a lot of real economists understand more than me is that really oil prices like this come out in contracts. The next contract is already up at about $20 a barrel, up from where it's at now, right? So you have to think that hopefully when we start to come back to some normalcy, whatever that new normalcy is, hopefully we see the rebound, people start buying oil again, travel starts picking up, and that price restabilizes. But what do we do between now and then to stimulate it? I have no idea. And that's where it gets a little hairy. Because then what do you trust? Do you go put your money in the dollar? Do you go put your money in gold and Bitcoin? Because a lot of people used to say oil was a good store of value. It's proving that that's not the case. It's very tough to call that now. So today in our market, if we look over at the pairs we were looking to trade, you can see a lot of people will say, well, we see movement on CAD pairs. Towards the end of the day, we saw a lot of CAD quote pairs, which means like Euro CAD, CAD is on the back end. A lot of those pairs came higher. And a lot of CAD base pairs, CAD JPY, CAD CHF, stuff like that, they came lower. So CAD base pairs were pushed to the downside. Now, you're going to say, yeah, CAD is correlated to oil. Oil went down, CAD went down. Yeah, it did this time, but that's not how it happens all the time. So people are going to always say, how is gold correlated to oil? How is Bitcoin correlated to oil? How is CAD? Nothing is correlated 100% of the time. And I think a lot of people think that it can be, it can't. So you have to always remember nothing is certain. Anybody that says they know what's going on right now is not correct. None of us know what's going on. Very, very few people in the world, if any, know what's really, really happening. So the best thing we can do is react, not forecast. It was funny, last night in the group chat, I said, wake me up when oil's at $10, because it was at 20-something. And now look, it went negative. There's no way that I could say that I knew it was going to go like this. But logically, people, we have no travel, no less goods being shipped. Who's going to buy the oil? Who needs it? Nobody right now. So then what? Well, the suppliers are going to sit on the oil and store it. Well, then what? What happens when storage capacities are full? I read an article today. We've got like 9 weeks until storage capacities are full. So we're going to know what's up in the next few weeks, if the government steps in or not, or does Russia, get their head together and really, I don't want to say that it's all on them to stop producing because I don't know for sure if it's their fault, but we have to work as a unit here, as one unit. The world needs to work together, I feel like, and realize what we're doing. Keeping people out of work, seeing these once-in-a-lifetime events continue to pile onto each other, at what point does that just tip over? It's worth a thought. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Think about, as we go forward here with all of this money re-injected into the economy, sure, we could stabilize the price of oil. Sure, we could get people back to work. Some of the jobs are going to be different. Not everybody's going to go back to work. Some people are going to stay living off the government. But doesn't this push us a step closer to some type of socialism where they're saying, here's your money, a little bit of money. Here's your gas, a little bit of gas. You can go get your food. It just feels like it's kind of leaning that way. And that is not what I want. I want you and me and all of us that are actually trying to become financially free, financially independent, to continue to push in that direction and not want to take unemployment for 39 weeks like some of the people I see on social media. You shouldn't be proud of that. You should want to get back to work. You should want to get back to learning a skill, creating your own income, producing something for yourself that ties you to no one other than your family. That's what you should want. So for me, when people say, Austin, what are we going to do about oil? I had so many DMs today. How are we going to predict oil? Where's it going from here? Where's it go? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I know that when these once-in-a-lifetime events continue to pile onto each other, it is absolutely fair for us to question what the hell is going on. And can anyone really see what's coming? Because I don't think so. That's what I really believe. So what we can do is continue to be in control, continue to try to become free in every sense of the word. No matter how much money you have, anybody watching this video, you're still not 100% free. We all could push towards that. And the only thing that'll get us there is, some people won't like it, but it's money. Money is freedom in so many ways. It's not going to make you happy, but it's going to make you free. So if you can learn a skill like trading, you can tie yourself to no anchor, tie yourself to no ship that could sink and pull you down with it, like what's happening right now. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you make of this oil crash. Do you think we're going to rebound? Are you buying oil trying to, get it on the bounce here? Or do you think that this is deeper than that this might not ever come back and we might not see Trump and the Fed step in? We might see them just let it go to shit, and we might see Russia and Saudi Arabia continue to pump it out until 8 or 9 weeks from now, storage facilities are capped, and then I don't even know what happens. Let me know in the comments. See you guys in tomorrow's video.